August 15, 2024. I was thinking I should recording something yesterday, but they told me from heaven that I should wait until after I was to the doctor. And I know today why they say that to me. Because something very special happened to me. Many times that it have happened special things for me from heaven, but it's not every day. So I was very thankful for what I got today. I was to this infection doctor, and he told me from the start that he wanted to meet me, and that he wanted to talk to me about infections. And I tell you that those people that get this message from God doesn't need to be a believer of anything, because God can use that person that is open for his message. You don't need to be total clean and have everything going for you. God can use you anyway. And this was a time when God had given a message. I understand it now when I sit here and recording. It's about 1 hour since I was to the doctor. And I start to place everything in order in my brain. And he say to me, I say to him that I was to Kenya because of a crusade I did on my own, and I preach in the churches. And he say that he didn't believe in God, but he say, I believe in what you have experienced, what your story is, but I don't believe in God, he said to me, from the beginning. And I say, that's enough, if you only believe that this is true for me. And then he told me that I am expert of tropical diseases, and he said that it's no tropical problem you have. He said to me, and he said to me, can you understand this? And I sit in front of him and I say, I hear what you are saying, but it's hard for me to accept what you are saying. And I don't know how to do it for my brain to accept what you are saying, that this is not a tropical disease, because my toes was black and I was close to die when I come back home. But I say that in some way I need to be clear of this, that I don't hunt for a tropical disease. I say to him, and it was a moment where we were quiet, and suddenly I was sitting in white cloud, and there was a door, and as it is this that I knew that it was a door between this world, earthly world, and the heaven world, because that door was of dark brown oak wood, and that I have come to understand that is in heaven. There is those dark oak doors. If you have seen it, you maybe think that you have been dreaming, or you have had a vision of a dark brown oak tree door. That means that you have contact with heaven. And so there was that door, but it was open. And I saw the door close. It closed the door. And I understood that door should not open again. That's infinitely, definitely closed that door. So there is one thing I don't need to think about anymore. And so he didn't know that a doctor, that God have sent him to me with a message. And when I was there and I understood that the door should be closed, that thinking of tropical disease, should not be in my brain anymore. And I'd be so happy because I was in this white cloud. I was so happy, so I started to cry a little. Not very heavy, but I got tears in my eyes. And I hope this doctor, that he saw this happen, because he was looking at me, and that he saw that it was like here in Sweden we call it to lose of a positive way a stone from our shoulder, that hard heavy thinking was gone. I felt it. I was a relief, and be so happy. So I was crying a little, and I hope he come to see this. What happened? That he didn't believe in God, but he knew that I was working for God. And he say, before it happened, he say, I have done many crazy things in my life, but I say that is crazy for you, but I have only followed God. And what he had told me. So it was, I'd be so happy, and I wondering what will it come of this, that one door is closed, but there is many more doors to close also. I'm going to to prayer a little, because I feel a touch from heaven, and the Spirit wants me to pray together with you, that all those heavy rocks, burden that we carry, from today it will come loose and fall down on the ground. And you that have these issues, that have this burden you carry, that it will from today coming loose, and we agree together now, you that listen, that you close that door in the spirit way. You close the door and never open that door again. You need to walk forward and not standing there in the past. You need to move forward and say to yourself, that is something that happened yesterday, and it's not going to be today. I have closed the door to what bothers me very much in my life. I need to forget and move on and forgiven those that have hurt me, and not because they have often walked away from it. They don't remember that they hurt you. So why should you remember? Why should you go with a heavy burden and a misery your life when you can live today? And I tell you, this is a spirit touching me. I say, from today you walk and am free from all those things that have happened in the past. You are free, and you can enjoy the days, the years that will come. You should not look on the sides of you. You don't look at left, you don't look at right. You look forward, and you from today you walk forward in the knowledge that God is with you. Your ancestors in the life after the earthly dead, they are with you. Those that is with you and want you to go forward, they're gonna lead you. They're gonna lead you to a better life if you let them lead you. And God is something that we should not bother in that way that we always tell him, talk to him, because they in afterlife they have to go through God to do things. So if you talk to afterlife in that way, they are going to God and ask if they are allowed to do those things. We don't need to disturb God in that way that we always say. I hear children outside my home that is from Islam, and they are say, oh my God, this, oh my gosh. This is disturbing for God. You need to stop to do that and know that you are taken care of in afterlife if you understand to believe in that you know that you maybe have heard ancestors talking to you and you don't know why it's coming through, and then you close the door to it and thinking that that's my pastor have say that is the devil that talk to me, so I don't listen at it, and that is error of your pastor, because that's what he have learned from generation back, when they believe that they burning witches, they let them go down in the water, the witches they called, and then if they come up again from the water, that means that they were witches, and then they be killed. So they be killed whatever they did, the witches. They die in the water, or if they come up, they die from people. And that is from our evil past, when people didn't understood what's going on, and we should not be there. We should educate us. We can't stay in the old scripture and old way to think. You are a modern person. You know that people can fly today, and people get healed of many things that they didn't have in the past. We have another time today, and we should not close the door to those in afterlife that want to talk to us. And we should listen at them and answer them, and not be frightened. And you don't need to take any drugs to get connection with those in heaven. I have never taken any drugs, and I have a great connection with my ancestor in heaven. I have a great connection with God. I am so natural as I can be. I don't drink, I don't smoke, so that's why I don't take drugs either, as I don't take those two other things that confuse the brain. So this was the prayer that was they wanted me to do this from my afterlife. And it is a black hair person that was touching me, and I can't tell if it's a man or a woman, but it was a little like my mother come through, and she had coming through sometimes, but I have not had her coming through after that I was in Israel the last time. So it's someone that looked a little like her. It's a Jewish person, is it? It's a woman, I think, because she's showing me a cake. See, she pointed out a cake for me, and then she moved around with her finger, not inside the cake, over the cake. And is a pastry in the form made. We call it here in Sweden, we call it Tosca bakery. It's with a almond over the cake. It is, now she's showing that she put in raisin inside that cake. That's nothing I have done, and nothing that my mother did. But she's showing me some. I laugh a little because she say you should not pick out the raisin from the cake, because that's energy to eat. So it's something she's showing me, that you, as a child, you pick out those raisins and lay it on the table, and she have to pick it up, of course, and then you eat the cake when it was free from those raisins, and it's like a marmalade fruit pieces in it. It's from Germany. It's old cake from Germany. It's not stroller. It's something else they did in the past from my mother's some generation ago. I don't know what it means, if it means something to pick out those raisins. You don't want to touch it. You don't want it to have in your mouth. It can be something, message for you. You should not eat. You should eat the full thing. And now I know what she's talking about. That what I'm saying and what they are saying, that you pick out only things in that cake, in my talking, in the message. You pick out those things that you don't like, and then you eat everything of the cake because you like it, but not the full cake, because it was done with those raisins and those marmalade pieces of fruit. I never liked that, those fruit things. But my mother did that, special for Christmas. So that's the meaning, that you should not. You need to eat it all, even if it's not fit you and your life, and you want to have it in your way. It's you that make the decision of it. If you want to follow and understand what the message is for you, if you want to follow it, that's up to you. I don't force people, but they need to understand what the preaching and the message is from God. So I thank you for God, and allowed them to come down and talk to us in this prayer. So I thank you for listen at this podcast, because you are blessed to do so. But I tell you, you don't need to accept everything I talking about and everything that is done as 100% truth, because I am only a human, so I can translate, interpret wrong in what they are saying sometimes. It may be happen, and if I come to know that, I tell you in next episode that I was wrong in this, what I'm talking about. So thank you. God bless you.